Welcome to the ASTRALX Deep Dive, illuminating your path. I'm Solarian Zephyr, your cosmic strategist.
And I'm Lunaria Selene, your intuitive guide.
We bridge celestial wisdom
To unlock your modern path, discovering guiding starlight insights and exploring powerful cosmic energies.
How do planetary transits shape your story today?
Well, today's deep dive is really fascinating. We're looking at source material you shared from Alchemist's Grove.
Right, and it's incredibly specific. It's a reading just for folks with Taurus Rising and a Virgo Sun, looking squarely at 2025.
Exactly, not a broad forecast. This is tailored, like a personal cosmic map for the year ahead.
And the source kicks things off with this really evocative celestial archetype.
It does. It calls this profile Gaia's Librarian, keeper of Earth's rhythms. You immediately get that sense of groundedness, don't you? From the Taurus Rising, stewarding the Earth.
As Librarian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it suggests someone deeply connected to the physical world, honoring its cycles, its wisdom, and then you layer in the Virgo Sun.
The source says the Virgo Sun acts like a sacred loom, translating those big cosmic patterns.
Okay, so taking the threads.
Exactly. Taking the celestial threads and weaving them into something ordered, practical, understandable. That's the Virgo craft.
So the blend, the source calls it the embodied ephemeris. That's powerful.
Isn't it? You don't just read the stars, you live them. Patient Taurus cultivation meets that meticulous Virgo analysis.
The imagery they use is great too, consecrating soil and data, refining chaos into sanctuary.
It paints such a clear picture. Finding the sacred in the everyday, ordering the garden bed and the spreadsheet, you know?
Totally. So our mission today is to unpack what this source material says about 2025 for this specific profile.
Right. What are the key planetary energies? What challenges might pop up? What opportunities? And crucially, how does the source suggest navigating it all as Gaia's librarian?
Let's dive in. The source talks about quantum astrology first, setting up the planetary scene for 2025. It calls the year a terrestrial laboratory. What's being experimented on?
Yeah. Good question. It points to this geopoetic tension. Basically, specific planets are putting pressure on things, creating a kind of energetic stress field.
Geopoetic tension. Like the Earth itself is feeling the cosmic push and pull. So which planets are the main players here, according to the source?
Okay, first up, Saturn in Pisces, and for this profile, it's in the 11th house.
The house of community, hopes, dreams. Saturn there sounds serious.
It is. The source says it's about restructuring dreams in karmic waters. Saturn brings structure, Pisces dissolves. So in the 11th, it's about crystallizing visionary networks, getting real about who you build dreams with.
So solidifying the right groups, maybe letting go of others,
Mm-hmm.
making collective visions more concrete.
That seems to be the idea. Requires clear boundaries, clear structures within those community dreams.
Yeah.
Then you have your Virgo Sun.
Which is in the 5th house for this profile, creativity, self-expression.
Right. And the source says this placement demands precision and creative fire. Your Virgo Sun is the crucible here.
A crucible. Like it's testing and refining.
Exactly. It means your creative process isn't just splashing paint around. It needs analysis, refinement. It's about distilling that cosmic chaos into something practical, almost like practical magic.
Practical magic, I like that. Very Virgo. Okay, what else? Neptune's in the mix too.
Yep. Neptune in Aries hitting the 7th house of partnerships.
Oh, that sounds tricky.
It can be. The source warns about dissolving relationship boundaries, even eroding transactional bonds.
So the usual give and take might feel blurry.
Potentially. Neptune blurs things, Aries pushes forward, sometimes without thinking, and the 7th is all about one-on-one connections. It might push you towards relating in ways that aren't just about what's in it for me, less transactional.
Navigating relationships when the lines aren't so clear, that needs awareness. And Pluto, I saw Pluto Retrograde mentioned.
Absolutely. Pluto Retrograde in Aquarius in the 6th house from January right through to September 1st.
6th house, daily routines, health, service. Pluto there means big shifts, right?
Massive shifts. The source calls it revolutionizing health rituals. Pluto goes deep, demanding transformation. So it's digging into your day-to-day habits, your work routines, your well-being practices, and saying, time for a fundamental overhaul. Not just tinkering, a revolution.
Wow. Okay, so we've got structured dreams, precise creativity, dissolving relationship norms, and revolutionary daily habits, all happening at once.
Pretty much. The source says these forces collide, creating that geopoetic tension.
Right.
And it specifically flags Virgo season, when your sun squares that Saturn-Neptune alignment. That's a pressure point.
What happens then?
Reality becomes a living grimoire. That's the source's term.
The living grimoire?
Yeah.
Like the world is a spell book?
Kind of. Each moment becomes an equation of discernment. You have to use that Virgo analytical skill to read the situation, to figure out the equation presented by these clashing energies.
So it's not passive. You're actively decoding your reality.
Exactly. Applying your discernment.
Okay, this next part is really interesting. The source moves into Somatic Astrology, saying your body is a living archive. It actually holds these energies.
Yeah, this is where it gets really tangible. The source links specific transits to physical sensations.
Like what? Give me an example.
Okay, Saturn in Pisces in the 11th, that weight of collective hopes or maybe rigid group dynamics, the source says it might show up as a dull ache in the shoulders.
Wow, actually feeling the burden.
Or cold feet if disillusionment sets in with those groups or dreams.
That makes sense. And does the source offer ways to work with that physically?
It does. They call them somatic prompts. For the shoulder ache, it suggests soaking your feet in salt water, visualizing rose quartz light, dissolving those external expectations you're carrying.
Simple, earthy, very Taurus rising.
Yeah.
What about the Virgo Sun in the 5th, the creative crucible?
The source talks about a fluttering in the solar plexus when creativity misfires. You know that anxiety.
Oh, yeah.
Or on the flip side, tingling fingertips during inspired craft when you're really in the zone with detailed work.
Tingling fingertips. I can almost feel that. What's the prompt for the creative energy?
It suggests tracing figure eights over your belly while chanting, "Precision is play."
Precision is play. Connecting the Virgo detail with the 5th house fun, making it less rigid.
Exactly, integrating the two. And then there's Neptune in Aries in the 7th with those potentially dissolving boundaries and relationships.
Right. How does that feel in the body?
The source suggests heat flashes during boundary invasions, that sudden flush when someone steps over the line. Or maybe a fog behind the eyes when merging too deeply with a partner, losing your own clarity.
That sounds like a real stress response. How do you work with that somatically?
The prompt is quite direct. Clap your hands sharply 3 times before meetings or important interactions, like creating energetic armor.
A quick way to define your space.
Yeah, grounding your own energy before you engage, especially when things might feel a bit porous.
So the source isn't just talking abstract planets. It's cosmic weather, feeling it in your body, and practical tools to manage it. That feels very integrated.
Deeply integrated. Which makes sense for Gaia's Librarian, right? It has to connect back to the physical, the tangible.
Absolutely. Now, to make this archetype even clearer, the source brings in some historical and cultural examples. Who embodies this energy?
This helps make Gaia's Librarian feel real. The main example is Florence Nightingale. The source calls her an earth logician. Apparently, she had significant Virgo and Taurus placements.
Florence Nightingale. Okay, I see it. Meticulous data collection, total Virgo, revolutionizing, very earthy, practical healthcare, very Taurus.
Exactly. She brought rigorous order to the messy reality of patient care. The source draws a direct line to 2025 for you.
How so?
It suggests your task is to document beauty's algorithms.
Beauty's algorithms. What does that mean?
Taking inspiration maybe from that creative 5th house and structuring it into healing architectures. Basically, systematizing inspiration to create tangible well-being, like in the 6th house realm of health and service.
So turning beautiful ideas into practical systems that help people, like Nightingale did with healthcare data.
Precisely. The source also gives some quick cultural resonance hits, more modern figures.
Like who?
Hermione Granger is mentioned.
Perfect example. Taurus devotion and loyalty, plus that sharp Virgo analysis. She knows the rules, follows the rules.
The ultimate magical earth logician. Then there's Marianne Dashwood from Sense and Sensibility, but specifically her connection to herbal wisdom nature remedies, very Taurian.
Okay.
Babette's Feast gets a nod for culinary precision. Virgo craft applied to the earthy pleasure of food.
Food as art and science.
Right. The Secret Garden for its theme of grounded revival, tending something back to life. A nice parallel for nurturing your own health rituals, perhaps.
Cultivating your own inner garden.
And finally, Joanna Newsom's album, Divers. The source describes it as having botanical lyricism woven with clockwork composition.
Earthy, organic words meets intricate, precise structure. That really captures the Taurus-Virgo blend.
Doesn't it? These examples just show how this energy can play out always, that mix of grounded, practical, earthy sense with sharp, analytical, detailed precision.
Okay, so we have the energy, the archetype, the potential physical feelings, and some real-world examples. Where does this all lead in 2025? The source talks about future forecasting, 3 harvests of mastery.
Yeah, this is where it gets really interesting because it suggests potential outcomes based on how you navigate the year. It's not fixed.
Choices matter.
Yeah.
So what are these 3 potential paths or harvests?
Path 1, the synergy architect. This comes from really leaning into that Saturn and Pluto energy.
Okay, the structure and transformation. What does it look like?
The source paints a picture of launching an eco-creative collective, that's Saturn in the 11th, building community structures. And this collective uses revolutionary wellness protocols, that's Pluto in the 6th, transforming health practices.
So community meets cutting-edge well-being. Where does the Virgo Sun fit?
It's used to design permaculture art hybrids. Think structured, sustainable systems, Taurus Virgo, that are also beautiful and creative, 5th house Virgo.
Wow, that sounds incredibly productive. Building real-world, beautiful, sustainable things. What's the result?
By 2026, the source suggests this path could lead to inspiring whole communities with a new model, an Earth syntax for sustainable living.
Earth syntax. A language for living with the Earth.
Exactly. And the key choice that leads here, systematizing inspired chaos. Taking all that creative energy and giving it effective, beautiful form.
A very positive potential.
What's the
Path 2, the frozen cataloger. That sounds less good.
It's the shatter potential, yeah. This comes from resisting the flow, especially that Neptune energy.
Resisting the dissolving boundaries.
Right. So Neptune in the 7th doesn't become conscious connection. It becomes codependent partnerships. Yeah. Getting lost, drained.
Okay.
And the Virgo Sun in the 5th gets stuck in perfectionism, leading to creative paralysis. Overthinking kills the inspiration.
Analysis paralysis, I know that one.
And Saturn in the 11th, instead of helpful structure, becomes rigid group hierarchies. No flexibility, no real vision.
The source says the outcome is inspiration withering in over-edited soil. Ouch.
Yeah. Creativity just dries up because it never feels perfect enough to share. The key choice here, prioritizing perfection over participation. Staying stuck because it's not right yet.
A definite warning sign within the potential of this chart.
Okay.
What's the third path? The living lexicon.
This one sounds like finding the balance, channeling the duality, working with structure and flow.
How does that manifest?
The source suggests publishing a manual of mundane magic.
Mundane magic. I love that. What's in it?
It blends herbalism, Taurus, data art, Virgo analysis applied creatively, and something called boundary alchemy.
Boundary alchemy. Like turning that Neptune challenge into a strength.
Exactly. Learning to consciously manage energetic merging in relationships. Plus, using Pluto in the 6th to optimize your daily rhythm, making everyday life powerful. And Saturn in the 11th helps build a devoted readership or community around this wisdom.
So sharing your integrated knowledge, built from daily practice. What's the outcome here?
Your home, your life, becomes a prototype sanctuary, a living example. And the key choice is documenting process as sacred art.
Finding the value, the magic, in the day-to-day work itself.
Precisely. Seeing the process, not just the perfect end product, as meaningful.
These 3 paths really lay out the potential forks in the road for 2025 based on the choices made with these energies. It puts the power back in your hands.
Absolutely. It's about conscious navigation, not fate.
So let's try and synthesize this. What's the core takeaway, the 2025 mandate, according to the source?
It boils down to understanding your core tools. Taurus Rising is the root cellar, preserving wisdom, your grounded foundation.
Holding the essential knowledge.
And the Virgo Sun is the quill inscribing growth rings, your drive to analyze, document, and give form to experience.
Okay. And Neptune in the 7th, the tricky one.
The mandate clarifies. It's teaching osmotic intimacy, a fluid connection, not just erasing boundaries completely, needs consciousness.
Got it. And Pluto's revolution in the 6th house.
The reminder is stark. Revolution begins in the ritual. Big change comes from small, consistent daily actions.
That really grounds it. Don't wait for the lightning bolt. Tend the daily habits. There's a very practical piece of advice, too.
Yes. Weed your calendar like sacred soil.
So Virgo, treat your time and energy with focused discernment.
Pure pragmatism. And the overarching message, real magic isn't in the grand gestures.
Where is it then?
It lives, the source says, in the millimeter adjustments where precision meets devotion.
Millimeter adjustments.
Yeah.
Small, conscious shifts made with care and accuracy.
That blend again. Precision Virgo meets devotion, Taurus. That feels like the core principle for the year.
There's even an affirmation provided.
An Earth Scribe affirmation. I translate stardust into sustenance, My discernment is divine.
Taking the cosmic stardust, making it real and useful sustenance, and trusting your analytical power, discernment. Beautiful.
It sums it up nicely. And finally, the source just flags a couple of key dates as planetary notes.
What should we watch for?
Jupiter entering Gemini, which is your 10th house, on May 24th. The heads up is prepare to teach your systems publicly.
Okay, Jupiter expands, Gemini communicates, 10th house is public life. Time to share that grounded wisdom.
Seems like it. Your refined work might be ready for a bigger stage or professional application.
Good to know. And the other date?
Mercury retrograde in Virgo, your home sign, August 23rd to September 15th.
Uh-oh. Mercury retrograde in my sun sign.
The source actually frames it positively, offering a deep editing of your life's manuscript.
Deep editing. Okay, so a time for review, revision, refinement.
Exactly. Especially in Virgo, it's a prime time for meticulous reevaluation of yourself, your projects, how you're actually living that embodied ephemeris, a chance to polish the details.
A conscious refinement period. Got it.
A chance to really fine-tune that living grimoire.
As our cosmic journey concludes, wow, we've really unpacked this source material. It paints such a detailed picture for Gaia's Librarian in 2025.
From the big planetary tensions down to the somatic feelings and potential paths forward, it really emphasizes finding that magic in the millimeter adjustments.
Dive deeper into your unique path. Request your email audio reading now.
Find the link in the description below.
Explore episode resources and links there as well.
All details are waiting for you there.
Ignite. Think. Become.
Subscribe for Starlight Insights. Thank you for joining us.